mindfulness is awareness. Mindfulness is the awareness that arises when we pay attention in the present moment, non-judgmentally. It's the awareness that arises when we pay attention in the present moment, non-judgmentally. So another way of describing it is heartfulness. So we're bringing a sense of curiosity, friendliness, loving kindness, compassion to our present moment experience. And that would include feelings, thoughts, sensations, whatever it is that's going on in the present moment. Awareness is this capacity that we all have to hold space for and embrace all of our experience. So awareness of pain is not painful. Awareness is like a light that shines on garbage, doesn't get dirty. That same light could shine on gold, and the light doesn't get expensive. So awareness, like light, isn't changed by that which it shines upon. So it offers this little degree of freedom that we didn't realize that we had. And we live in a culture that is, in some ways, keeping us from processing to the level we need to process. We are taught to avoid pain and to seek pleasure, and that leads to addictions and chasing after happiness, while suppressed pain gets triggered and resurfaces. So there's an expression, what you resist persists, and what you can feel, you can heal. And that's a good principle to help us understand the importance of turning towards our pain, our suffering, with kindness and love and caring, to take good care of our suffering. Another point around pain is that unexamined pain we often perceive as constant, as unchanging. And the truth is that an emotion physiologically lasts about 90 seconds. And we both know that our feelings often last longer than that. Why? Because the feeling lasts 90 seconds when it's not reinforced by thought. So as soon as you have the emotion inside of you, we start to have the thoughts. Oh, this is so hard, it's never going to end. Why is this happening to me? Why did they do this to me? What am I going to do about it? I don't know what to do about it. And all of this keeps the emotion going. We can uncouple our thoughts from our emotions and our physical sensations through this practice of mindfulness, where we can be aware of our pain. We can turn towards it with kindness and love. And we can allow the emotion to come and stay a while and then leave, like weather patterns in the sky or clouds in the sky. You can see the cloud coming, it stays a while, and then it goes. And that's the same thing with our emotion. So you may notice if you're suffering and all of a sudden you notice something really beautiful, or maybe outside there's a couple of dogs playing and their tails are wagging and you're having a great time and you have a little smile on your face. for me to notice this pain that was up this level, all of a sudden dips a little bit because you're enjoying yourself. So in terms of Buddhist psychology, one of the first teachings that the Buddha taught was that we all suffer, there is suffering, and I'm simplifying here, but there's a way out of suffering. There's a path away from suffering. Or another way of saying that, there's a path towards joy and happiness. So these are ancient teachings from 2,500 years ago that have stood the test of time. And if we learn by practicing mindfulness, if we learn how to take good care of the garbage inside of us, we can transform that into compost, which we can then use to grow flowers of kindness and compassion and love. So there's this idea in Buddhism that we all have seeds inside of us, all of the seeds that we need. We have both the seeds of pain, suffering, anger, sadness, fear. We also have the seeds of mindfulness and understanding and concentration and insight and love. Whichever seed we water will grow. So we want to spend time watering those positive seeds inside of us to help them grow. And to use this stability that we get through those wonderful qualities of caring and kindness and compassion, the stability to help us then turn towards our pain and embrace our pain like a mother cradling a baby with tenderness and caring. So to take really good care of our suffering. There's a quote from Zen Master Thich Nhat Hanh. It says that suffering is the kind of mud we need to use in order to grow the flowers of understanding and love. Mindfulness can be cultivated traditionally through sitting and focusing on your breath for 10, 20 minutes a day. Mindfulness can also be cultivated through a variety of means throughout your day. So it could be focusing on the body sensations, listening to a sound such as a bell. It could be, in terms of a bell of mindfulness, a reminder to bring your mind back home to your body and be present for 3 conscious breaths. It could be every time you get to a red light, or every time the phone rings, or each time you get to a flight of stairs. That's going to be your bell of mindfulness, your reminder to do a little mini practice. Or it could be each time you're washing the dishes or washing your hands, that you're aware of the temperature of the water on your skin, the fragrance of the soap, to really be present to the physical sensations that you're feeling while you're performing that task. Or it could be taking a shower. It could be anything that feels right for you. And I think one of the pieces around mindfulness practice and trauma. survivors is that we really have to pair the practice with the needs of the woman herself. So if focusing on the body is too much, then a skilled therapist who is trained in mindfulness has a lot of resources available to be able to sort of either tweak the practice so that it fits better for the woman, or to suggest a different kind of practice. So it may be to pay attention to something, a flower or a candle light, as it's either still or as it flickers in the air currents. So mindfulness can be practiced in a variety of ways that can be streamlined to the what the woman herself feels most comfortable with, and that way, if it feels good to do it, if it feels comfortable to do it, then I'm more likely to continue the practice. And through mindfulness, we develop a trusting relationship with ourselves. And we discover that we have a diminished view of ourselves, that the lesson is that there's more to me than I realized. I thought I was my thoughts, or maybe my feelings, or maybe the things that I do. But in fact, I also include this larger sense of awareness of my thoughts, my feelings, my actions. So it gives this extra degree of space, of resources, that inner resources that we can cultivate, that we may not have known that we had. Mindfulness is empowering in that way, and it's something that nobody else can do for us. It's something that only we can do for ourselves.